Hi there, English 101 students. This is your professor, Michael Bloomingberg. I hope you had a very good 4th of July and that this holiday week is treating you well. I apologize in the slight delay in making this video available. The holiday weekend just kind of snuck up on me, so I'm hoping that you'll be able to check out this video over the weekend and that you'll find it useful. So I'm on Blackboard, and by the way, the purpose of this video is just to make sure you understand what I'm looking for in terms of week 3 coursework. So as always, I'm going to go to the course content link in the side navigation, and you can see the week 3 folder is at the top, so I'm going to go ahead and click there. And remember that we are always moving sequentially through the folders in each week's folder, the links that is. So the first link you'll find is the course worksheet. We'll start there. We'll take a look at the rubric, writing process, and the essay forum, submission forum. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the course worksheet as a PDF, and there are some readings to take a look at, including writing process. See if you can note how the process works when writing a summary. So a good example of this is that the thesis statement and the summary you're working on this week is actually the article's main idea or Klein's main idea, not your own. Now there's also a summary essay rubric. This is what I'm going to be using next week when I begin the process of reviewing your essay. So do look at that carefully. Also, the assignment sheet for Summary Essay 2 is in the Week 2 folder and course content. If you need to look at that to just get a review of what I'm looking for, feel free to do that. And the summary essay is due this week, no later than 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday, July 7th. So I know that's a lot, but that gives you a sense of what you're working with this week. So I'm going to go back to where I was originally at in the Week 3 folder. Take a look at the rubric for just a moment. All right, so this is the rubric. And just so you're clear, these parameters are the areas that I will be examining in your summary. And the points earned will be different, of course, according to everyone's individual essay. But not only will I provide this rubric for you upon completing the review process, I'll leave some comments on your essay so that you'll hopefully be able to understand exactly what it is that I was looking for and what I saw in your essay. So look at those parameters carefully. I'm not going to go through each one for time purposes of the video, but I think you can look those over, and if you have questions, just let me know. All right. Writing process is the next folder that you'll see. And I put two different sets of notes here. The first one is writing process. And I'll let you take a look at those, but note the 5 steps in the writing process. And also note that since we're focusing more this week on step 1 in the notes, that your draft plan from last week really served as the basis of pre-writing. So now you're working on drafting, and as necessary before submission, you'll revise, edit, and proofread as well. So I'll let you take a look at that. Structure is there as well. Okay, now not all the essays I'm going to ask you to write will be 3.5 structure, but since the first essay can work just fine that way, I did include some notes on that, which just means the 3 is for the parts and the 5 is for the paragraphs, and I give you as much information as I can about each one of those areas, and some information about thesis statements, since each essay that you're going to have to write in the course does correspond with thesis. That is, say you have to have one. Just remember that for the summary, your thesis is Klein's main idea. And I gave you an example of a poor thesis and then a revised one, and reasons why it's either poor or why it's a little bit stronger if it's the revised version. So take a look at that info. I think you'll find it helpful as you're working on the first essay. Last but not least is the summary essay submission. So you'll click it. Now there is something very important that I need you to note, which is that we use a software for essays called SafeAssign. Some of you may be familiar with this if you've ever had a writing course at the college level. But SafeAssign is just a plagiarism check, and you have nothing to worry about assuming that you're doing your own work. But if not, or if it's coming from an online source, it will identify it in the submission. So you just need to do it the same as always. Hit Browse My Computer, open up your assignment from its saved destination. You'll see it attached down here. Make sure you click the I agree on the plagiarism tools. That's the SafeAssign I was just talking about, because you'll need to do that. You can leave me a comment if there's something you need me to know. I do read those, so feel free to leave me a comment if necessary, of course. If not, that's perfectly fine too. Hit the blue submit button. You can go back in, by the way, and see your SafeAssign percentage. Don't worry too much about it. It's probably going to read a little bit higher as a summary. Remember to keep quotations out of your summary essay. That'll keep the SafeAssign percentage down. That defeats the purpose of a summary if you use quotes, by the way, because you're supposed to be able to put the information in your own words. That's pretty much it, folks. Go back to week 2 folder if you need further info on summary and what it means to write a summary. Of course, if you have questions, you can always email me as well. But I hope you find this video helpful. Email me if you have questions. I apologize again for the delay. Week 4 coursework will open promptly Monday morning, and I'll add a video there as well, since week 4 is going to be a bit of a change in direction with a brand new reading in the class. We'll move away from the Klein article in week 4. All right, we're moving along. So take care. Good luck. Let me know if you have questions. Bye-bye.